Pixar does is so extraordinary is that we have taken a look at this new technology, computer animation, and we don't look at it as a way to replace any of the creativity or any of the real art of filmmaking. We look at it as these are just great new expensive pencils, you know. That's what it is. It's artists using these computers as though, you know, an artist at Disney uses a piece of paper and a pencil. And because the focus of what we do is still where it's most important, and that's with the story and the characters. I think Toy Story is a success, not because it's computer generated. It's a success because it has, you know, the characters of Buzz Lightyear and Woody and in the storyline that really has captivated audiences.
But the question still is, what could you do because of new technology, and how faster and how less expensive than the old way?
What's interesting is I think when computers come into any
Does it give you, let me interrupt myself, more creative freedom in a sense to roll because the technology allows you that?
Well, there's two aspects of what you asked. One, what's interesting is it's a very common belief that when computers come into a new artistic medium, that something that's either you know, less expensive, takes less time, or it's going to replace something. You know, it reminds me a lot of when photography was invented. Everybody thought that painting was going to get replaced. You know, and that is something that really just, you know, won't happen. What computer animation does is it has a whole new look. You know, but the key word is animation. Animation, by definition, is making a motion picture frame by frame by frame by frame, and that doesn't change. We labor over every single frame, and so I worked on Toy Story for over 4 years. The full production was 2.5 years. The difference between Toy Story and Lion King or Pocahontas or Hunchback.
What is the difference?
The difference is that we used a lot less people.
Well, that's my point. It made it more efficient to do.
Yeah. It was, and also we were a much smaller studio. We were kind of, you know, a leaner sort of.
Does it look any better on the screen?
Well, that is something for the viewer to choose. It looks different. I'm not going to say whether it's different. It's more dimensional. What excited me about this medium, I was trained as a traditional animator. I love Disney animation. I love, you know, Warner Brothers cartoons. That's what I grew up on, you know, and I got really excited about animation. I was trained as a traditional animator, drawing, design, all that. But what excited me when I first saw my first computer animation back in about 1981 was that it was three-dimensional. You were able to create a world that was totally dimensional. You were able to move in and around objects, which you had never been able to do in hand-drawn animation. And so therefore, that got me so excited. And I think what Toy Story was different on is what made it unique is that we chose a subject matter, toys being alive, that really lent itself beautifully to the medium.